In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at two of my favorite pocket hole jig systems. This is the Kreg K4 and this is the Massca M2 Pro. Stick around. Some quick housekeeping notes. This is not a sponsored video, but I have received free products from Kreg and from Massca in the past. However, you may have seen my other video, which seems to have a ton of views, about the Kreg products. And since they came out with products like the Rip Cut and the AccuCut, those two individual products drastically changed my opinion of that company. So a lot of you that watched that video asked what I would recommend instead. So let's go through the differences between these two and see if we can make a recommendation. So I've used the Kreg K4 forever and loved it. And I've been using the Massca M1 for a while, and I just got the M2 Pro sent to me, and the only difference is it has these horizontal supports on it. This allows to support the material as well as function as a stop block, and it solves a big problem that I've had with the Kreg system for quite a while. My problem with the Kreg system has always been the material support. So I put a piece in here and it wants to tip down like this. Now I can hold this down and try to keep my fingers out of the way, clamp that down, and the whole jig wants to wobble like this or tilt all the way. So now I've got to hold this thing steady as I drill into it. There's a simple fix for that, right? But it takes up a lot of additional space. And that fix is to cut out like a piece of plywood or any kind of board, use these 4 screw holes in here to clamp this down to that jig. But it doesn't solve the problem of the material support. That just fixes the jig itself. Now you've got to get stuff that's just the right height or plane boards down to be flush with this to act as a material support in here. Now if you want a stop block, you still have to build another mechanism somehow for that. Let's take a look at how the Massca does this. One of the first things I noticed about the Massca is its heavy-duty aluminum base has this T-track built right into it. Now I can take any kind of T-track clamp. It doesn't have to be Festool or Makita or any name brand at all. You could probably buy one of these anywhere. Slide this into the bottom of the jig, slide it up to the bottom of the table, and I'm just gonna go ahead and clamp this down. Now with that clamp down, I can't physically move this jig without moving the entire table it's hooked to. So that solves that problem. And if you do want to screw this down to a piece of plywood or a different work surface, you do still have that option. They have the holes in the aluminum base. Now I can take my workpiece, sit it on this horizontal support, slide it over to my stop block, and this thing is fairly secure. I just go ahead and lock this down, and now I can drill into this. This is a very repeatable cut because I can always line my boards up to the stop block. And I don't know about you, but I love when things are fixed and not moving around when I'm trying to work on them. That's awesome. Because really the idea of screwing something like this down to a workbench doesn't really work if you have a nice workbench like this, or you're working on, say, your cast iron table saw or something that you can't drill into. Now there's pros and cons to each one of these jigs, right? The Kreg system has these 2 holes right here, the B and the C. And if we're doing 1x2 for like a face frame cabinet front, it's really nice to be able to just sit your board down on here and be able to drill both holes into this 1x2 in the same clamp position. The problem with this, because there's no stop anywhere in here, I'm just lining this piece up by eye, and my pocket holes may not exactly be centered. While it's convenient, it's not accurate. Now you might not be crazy like me. I take time to plan out the pocket holes, make sure they're evenly spaced and they look right on a project. So I'm going to show you how the Massca solves this. I'm going to take this one from a horizontal support right here, and I'm going to switch it around to be a stop block. And I'm going to slide this in and lock it down. Now with the Massca, the reason I need these stop blocks is I can't just take this board and sit it in the middle like I could with the Kreg and drill into both sides. But the cool thing is I can slide this all the way over to my stop block on one side, lock it down, and now if I drill the hole on this side, I just unclamp it, slide it to the other stop, lock it in, and now I drill on this side. It's a mechanical stop and it's repeatable, and all of my pieces look the same. And I love consistency. So one of the other cool things about this is how easy it is to set the depth and the depth collar on the drill bit. If you've worked with the Kreg products long enough, you know that they only come in imperial measurements. But Massca made everybody happy, with imperial measurements on one side and metric on the other. The other nice thing about this, it has two large knurled brass knobs that are easy to get a hold of and turn, and we can slide this to exactly where we want it, and we just tighten these down. With the Kreg system, if you have the dust collection on the back, you have to get at this one really small brass knob in here, and it's a little difficult to get at one-handed. Now, even when you get this pin out and you go ahead and slide this jig up and down, you've got to line that brass screw up with one of these holes. So you find yourself getting close to where you want to be and starting the screw in a little bit, and then you got to wiggle it till that screw gets into one of those recesses, and then you can finish tightening it down. Otherwise, you've got to remove this dust collection here to get at the full knob, and then you have to repeat that same process. You still have to find each one of these inserts. Now, to set our drill collar depth on here, we need to figure out which side we're using. Like 3/4 inch is not listed on this side, it is listed on this side. So we need to put our drill bit in here until the widest spot of the drill bit there near the top touches that line. There's no mechanical stop in here, so this is kind of up to the perception of whoever's using the jig at that time. Now you slide this collar back on here, and you have to try to keep these two from moving and go ahead and lock this down. And that's pretty close. But let's take a look at how Massca is so much easier to adjust. Massca comes with this little depth gauge, which makes our life super easy. We just slide the depth gauge into here, line it up for where we want, 3/4 of an inch. We're going to slide our drill bit in until it touches that mechanical stop. We're going to take our collar and slide it down until it touches this other mechanical stop, which is the top of the bushing. Now, we don't have to worry about this sliding around as we tighten the nut. We just hold this tight and we go ahead and lock this down. Take it out and that thing is set perfectly. There's no guesswork. What scares me on the Massca is losing this depth gauge. There's nowhere to store this on board, but I'll just have to be careful. If you have any suggestions, let me know. Dust collection, the obvious difference is this plastic piece only goes one direction because it only has this cutout for that brass knob on one side. So if you're working like this and your dust hose is coming from over there, you can't switch this around. This also is not an airtight connection. It leaks and it captures about 90% of the dust. It does a good job, but it doesn't do a perfect job. Now the Massca's dust adapter can go on facing that way or the other direction. It doesn't really matter. It has two screws in here that hold it tight onto this unit. It's perfectly sealed and it's very strong. It does not move. I'm really digging the all aluminum heavy duty construction of this. It actually makes this unit lower profile and easier to carry around. Because I don't have to cut out a plywood piece and screw this down to it, I can actually just take this unit itself, and it's quite a bit thinner. Because it's made out of that heavy duty aluminum, it doesn't bend or flex. This thing's gonna last a long time. When you compare it side by side with the Kreg is a lot taller and it's a lot deeper back here. A lot of that has to do with the fact that the plastic has to be thicker so that you don't get a lot of torsion in it. Add that with the fact that you're probably going to make that plywood cutout to carry this around, and now you're carrying a big cutting board basically around with you on the job site instead of a little jig like this. One other neat thing in the Massca is when I put my stock in here tight up to the fence, I'll know exactly what thickness that stock is. On the Kreg, there's nothing in here like that, so I have to measure my material, which is an extra step. That might not sound like a big deal, but I hate when pocket hole screws drive in too far and go through the good show face. So if I'm using 18mm or 23/32 or actual 3/4 inch Baltic birch, it's very important to me to know exactly what that is and make a micro adjustment to those collars so that everything is perfect. So again, pros and cons to each system. Taking this thing out and using it portable is super easy. Just go ahead and remove the dust collection off of here. Unseat that brass screw a little bit and this unit slides out completely. The only downfall is there's no dust collection when you're using this as a portable unit. I'll just go ahead and slide this into the portable collar here and find my height. And again, The one downfall is you have to line up exactly with one of those fixed screws. You can't really do a micro adjustment on this, but quick and easy to change over. And now it goes up against the reference edge, locks in there, and it's perfect. This clamp actually locks right onto the jig with these two little twist screws here, or cams. And once that is locked on with those two cams, it's pretty simple. Now the Massca is not as easy to switch to portable mode. And I don't do this that often, so it doesn't bother me, but this is something you should know. You're gonna have to have an Allen wrench and take these 4 screws out of here. Then slide this unit off the base, sit the base off to the side. Another piece that is not attached to that unit that you have to not lose is this little base plate here. And we'll go ahead and sit that on here and attach those 4 screws. Now we got our reference edge catch right here, and we still have our dust collection, which makes this one pretty awesome. Massca makes this 12-inch gear clamp that has a very heavy-duty ratcheting lock in it. You can hear that thing. It locks pretty good. Now we just put our jig where we want it, sit our clamp on here, and we'll go ahead and lock this down. So while the Kreg clamp is very convenient and fast, the Massca clamp locks this thing super secure. I literally have to move this entire table to, well, not even move the jig. And if you're like me and dust collection is important, especially in someone's home, if you're doing some trim work or just fixing something up quick, the Massca is the only way to go. Even in portable mode, it hooks up to the shop vac and there's no mess. So while I love both of these systems and there's pros and cons either way, I think what sold me is the heavy-duty all aluminum construction, the horizontal supports, the built-in material stops, the ability to micro adjust the depth. I mean, when you put all of that stuff together, and especially portable dust collection, the T-track on the bottom, it's a no-brainer.